Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about one very important topic that did come out about a few hours ago, and that is going to be about Lionel Messi. The main reason why I want to bring this up is because there has been many reports coming out that have stated that Messi is going to be having an interview on Sunday. It has already been recorded, but it is going to be published and released on Sunday, which will be in about 7 to 8 days from today. And obviously, when we know that Lionel Messi is going to be speaking in an interview, that is always going to be a very big deal. That is always going to be making the headlines. And like whatever is going on within this football world, everyone is going to be waiting and everyone is going to be stopping when Messi does want to speak on something. When he is feeling a certain way, when he is being asked these certain questions, the world wants to listen. And now knowing that Messi is going to be having an interview on Sunday, this is something that we are going to be covering when that interview is published. And this is coming from every reliable source claiming the exact same thing. Every journalist, every reporter is stating that Messi is going to be having an interview. Now, when this news did drop today, a couple of hours ago, there has been many people who have asked me what is going on and what could we expect within that interview. And I get that it can be a little nerve-wracking to hear that Messi is going to be having an interview, because who knows what he's going to say? Who knows what the journalist is going to be asking Lionel Messi? Could he be dropping something very massive on that day? Could we finally hear some answers on what Messi's future could look like? And here's the thing, I do expect Messi to drop something very big on Sunday. I do expect him to make a very big statement that is going to be talked about throughout the rest of that week. Because look, when we go back into the days of Lionel Messi within his first 7 to 8 years in his career with Barcelona, he was always considered as a quiet person. He never really said anything. We never really heard anything about him in these interviews because he never really even took these interviews in Barcelona. But now knowing that he is taking that big step, he is the captain of this club. Every time he does have an interview, he does want to address something. He does want to get something off of his chest. We already know Messi's character. His character has changed, and so when he does have an interview, he wants to make something very, very clear. And so yes, for those of you guys who are asking, are we going to hear something big on Sunday? I do think that we are going to hear something big. Do I know exactly what that could be? I honestly have no idea, but I'm going to break it down into 4 different points on what we could hear on Sunday night or Sunday morning, whenever it does decide to drop. And starting with the first one, and number 1 is going to be a departure announcement. Could we be hearing Messi say that he does want to leave FC Barcelona on January 2021 or in the summer of 2021? Now, let me tell you guys, this is the last thing we do want to hear. We do not want to hear Messi saying that he does want to leave Barcelona as soon as possible. And I know that there could be consequences coming with this. Like we know that if Messi does say that he does want to leave, it is going to come with some consequences. We are going to hear the fans come out. We might potentially see riots. We might potentially see these players feel a certain way that their captain is going to be leaving Barcelona for the first time. So that's going to be number 1. Number 2 is going to be this. Could we hear Lionel Messi say that he does want to stay with Barcelona, that he wants to have continuity with this club? Maybe he doesn't have to speak to the president. Maybe he did make the choice on his own and said, you know what, whatever did happen in the summer, seeing the people that I have been surrounded by in those past 5 to 6 years, they are no longer here. This is a new beginning. I want to stay. I changed my mind. I do believe that we are headed towards the right direction, because you know what, whatever president we do get in Barcelona is always going to be a massive upgrade from what we had in the previous 5 to 6 years. So we could hear something like that. There's always going to be that possibility. But let me tell you, if Messi does say that he wants to stay in Barcelona on Sunday, that is going to be very interesting, because now that is going to be changing the plans for Laporta and Victor Font. Maybe they might say, okay, if Messi is going to stay, if he is having self-commitment and we don't have to negotiate with Lionel Messi to stay in this club, let's continue to give Ronald Koeman a chance. Which is true, right? Because if Messi does say that he wants to stay with this Barcelona team under Ronald Koeman, that is going to really tell us and the president that Messi is feeling some sort of way, that something could work out with this coach. And that, my friends, is the reason why it is a huge deal if Messi does say that he wants to stay with this club. There is going to be ripple effects. Now moving on to point number 3. And this is going to be a very interesting one. But to be very honest, if I do hear this from Lionel Messi, I would not be surprised. But the third key point on what he could be talking about or addressing in this interview is going to be about President Bartomeu. In the previous interview that he did have, I believe that it was with AS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that it was with AS. Messi in that interview spoke about how he felt with this club. He never specifically said that the only reason why these results came into blossom was because of President Bartomeu. Messi never really took shots at this president. He just said that this club just likes to plug holes and I have not been happy. But Messi has never directly attacked President Bartomeu. And that could be something that we could hear within this next interview. Now that we know that Bartomeu is finally out from this Barcelona club and that he will no longer be nowhere near this stadium, nowhere near these offices, could there be a chance that Messi might finally give his opinion on this president and what he has done within this club? Because there is going to be no consequences. Nothing is going to be divided in Barcelona because there is no man in this club that is in charge. And no, Busquets does not count. So we are in a time where it maybe doesn't even have to be about Lionel Messi speaking, but we are in a time where many players can finally go up there and speak to the media and said, this is how I felt under the time of President Bartomeu, because no one is in there to tell them to act a certain way. They can finally speak without any possible consequences later down the road. And I would love to hear that. I would love Lionel Messi to finally say something about President Bartomeu and just say that how much of a horrible manager he was in this Barcelona club, because then that is also going to give the pressure towards Laporta or Font and have them talk to themselves and say, we have to do better than this. We have to give Lionel Messi a great project with FC Barcelona. And the last key point is going to be something that maybe all of us could expect, and that is going to be on just simply where Lionel Messi does see his team. Does he see his team being competitive enough in order to compete for the Champions League or La Liga? Because keep in mind, we have already heard Messi speak on this topic already in the middle of the season while Quique Setién was in charge. Now I don't have the exact match where he did speak about the team's form, and he said that if we continue to play like this, we will not be able to compete for the Champions League. And so we could hear Lionel Messi say something similar to that in next week's interview. Messi could say that if we continue to play like this, we will not be able to beat a team like PSG, and we do need to keep it up. So we could hear something like that. I would not be surprised, because I think that in the end, that is going to greatly help FC Barcelona to perform much, much better. So those are going to be the 4 key points on what we might potentially hear from Lionel Messi in that interview. But let me get one thing clear, and this is something that I have also been asked multiple times through the social media, and they have asked, Kevin, is there a chance that Messi could be saying that he's going to be leaving Barcelona by next week on Sunday? That is the question that I have been mostly getting through social. And so here's going to be my answer. I don't see Lionel Messi saying that he wants to leave Barcelona, especially in this interview, and it is because for 2 very strong reasons. Number 1, it is going to be because Barcelona right now are in the middle of a crucial season. Right now, Barcelona is currently in 5th place, and then we also have a great big game that we're going to be playing, which will be against PSG. Do you really think that it is going to make sense for a captain named Lionel Messi to say that I'm going to be leaving by the end of this season? Do you really think Lionel Messi is going to be having that much unaccountability and irresponsibility in the middle of this season? That is the last thing he wants to put out through his environment in the middle of this very crucial season. And number 2 is going to be this, and this is going to be something that we have already known by now. Messi is going to be wanting to hear from the president first. Again, do you really think that Messi is going to be saying that he is going to be leaving in the summer of 2021, knowing that in about 2 or 3 weeks, we are going to be having the elections, and then there's going to be that negotiation, that conversation that the president of Barcelona is going to want to renew Lionel Messi. Messi is not like that. Messi will not say that he wants to leave before the new president does come in. Lionel Messi is a professional. He respects this club, so he is going to want to hear what the new president of Barcelona is going to want to say first. then he can give his opinion. Then he can make his final decision whether he wants to stay or whether he does not want to stay. And that is going to be something that many Barcelona fans and the people of Barcelona and the socios are going to have to respect by the time he does make that final decision. But we are not going to be hearing any major decision on whether he's going to be leaving or staying by the next interview, which will be on Sunday, December 27th. But the one thing that I really do hope, and that I believe that many people will want to hear from Messi within this interview, would be for the interviewer to ask Lionel Messi on how he just feels within this season. Does he feel passionate playing on the field? Does he feel like he wants to represent this Barcelona badge? Does he feel motivated while he does play these league matches, while he does play these Champions League matches? That is going to be something that many of us are going to want to hear. And hopefully we do get that answer, because that is going to give us the answers of maybe that is the reason why Messi is performing in this way, or maybe that is the reason why Messi is approaching these games in this way. It's going to give us a better idea and more answers on why Lionel Messi has been performing in this way with FC Barcelona. And I'm not saying that Messi is playing bad on the field, but in the end, we know Messi's level. We know that he could play better. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what he does say if the interviewer does ask him. And I really hope that the interviewer does ask questions such as that, how he does feel at the moment with this Barcelona badge. And if he says something similar to, I feel less tense, I feel like the atmosphere within this club has gotten very lighter, that is already going to be a huge, big step for Lionel Messi on negotiating a renewal with this club. So I hope for the best. Let me know what you guys expect to hear and what you want to hear coming from Lionel Messi. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.